Hello, hello. I wonder, let's see here. Okay. Well, hello, hello. I'm going to attempt to do this. Well, I'll do this first. So, hi. I haven't gone live in a while. And I have stuff in my hair from what I'm doing. I decided I would go live. So I am in my sunroom. I need to put these in there so I can throw this box away. I am in my sunroom and I am working on my plants right now. We live in an old house, okay? So it's gonna look a little janky. But yeah, so I figured I would show you what I'm doing. I have a bunch of pothos and succulents and stuff like that I am putting in new pots or making them look better. So there's that. I just thought it would kind of be cool to show you. Also, I don't know that I've ever showed YouTube this, but I have a Dubia Roach Colony because I had originally started this colony to help people in my area because where we live, we don't have any like pet stores except for PetSmart and this whole entire county pretty much. So, well, not this whole entire county, but in our area. So, dubia roaches aren't really plentiful. So, yeah. So I figured I'd start it, and then I ended up getting a leopard gecko like 2 or 3 months later. So this helps me feed them. I also have mealworms and superworms, and I'm trying to do crickets. Crickets are kind of hard. Ew, you farted. Okay, cool. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, so I wanted to show you what I was doing. And I had started, oh, I'm in slow-mo. Why are you going slow mode? That's weird. I don't know what that means. Is it like lagging? It might be lagging really bad. Because, again, where I live, signal sucks, and my Wi-Fi is on the other end of the house. So, yeah. But yeah. So, I am going to show you my small individual colonies that I have. It's saying that we have to type every 20 seconds. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. Give me 1 second. Okay. There you go. It should be good. My mom told me that's funny. I'm sorry that your dad passed. I'm sorry. Any ways, yeah, so I'm going to show you my several different, dubia. Yeah, my dog is clawing at the door. Anyways, I say anyways a lot too. So I have tiny little ones in a bunch of, shoe boxes. And then I have like medium-sized ones in these bigger ones here. And then I have all my breeding pairs in this big tub. And the reason there are holes The reason there's holes is because there's dubia roaches in there, and they have to have air to be able to breathe. So, yeah. Fun fact, if you don't know, dubia roaches cannot fly. Males have wings, but they don't fly. They just glide. And females have wings, but they're like really, 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 really tiny. So they can't fly. And so I have lids on them because they can climb if they get to like on top of their egg crates. And I said they can fly. They can't escape. I'm sorry. They can escape if they get out of, or if they get onto the egg crate on the top. So, yeah. I will show you. Let's see here. So this is one of the boxes that I have. I have mesh here, and holes on the side. And then I have their water, and then their dubia chow, and then their substrate, and then an egg crate. And so this is a female. There's some babies. They are roaches, so calm down. They don't bite. Well, that's a female right there. I don't know if you can see. The lighting is not that great, so hold on. She's scared. I don't know if you can see her tiny wings, but she has tiny wings, so that's a breeding female. You know that they're ready to breed, or they're breeding size when they get their wings. How many subscribers do you have? I don't feel like checking. On this channel I have like 220. I have not uploaded on this channel often. I used to vlog every single day, but like that was about 10 years ago when I did that. And I don't vlog every single day anymore. That, like I said, that was like 10 years ago. And then on occasion I will post a video. But I try to post more on my other channel, which is new. And that is my like animal channel, where I post videos and updates on my animals. And like right now there's a lot of health issues going on that we're trying to figure out. And then obviously other things. And that noise that you hear is the heater. It comes on and off when the temperature gets too low. It keeps it at a certain temperature. No, I don't eat my bugs. So there is a male. You can see his wings are actually a lot bigger. They're full. So that is a breeding male. And you want to have, when you're breeding dubias, you want to have 3 to 4 females to every 1 male, because the male will end up overbreeding her and can kill her. And obviously you don't want that because female dubias are hard to come by. Yeah. You want to eat the bug? You want to eat the roach? Okay. But yeah, so yeah, what I was showing you is that, why do you want to eat the bug, weirdo? Well, that's not fun. I'm sorry about that if that's for real. But yeah, so I have them in there, and then I have the other ones and bigger ones like this. And then this one here is, let's see here. You can see a bunch of the breeding males and females. So that is a breeding female. Let me see here. That is a female. There, you see how her wings are super small. And the females can get into different sizes. Oh, sorry, Mama. This one is not mature yet. So like some of the breeding females are really, really short. Some are really long. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find. So like there's a male, female. There's a bunch of females. Like I said, we try and keep a ratio of 3 to 4 females per 1 male. There's a baby. And so another cool thing that about dubias is the females, they have, I don't know how to really pronounce it. But it's I think it's called a uethka. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is their egg sac, and they carry their eggs, obviously. And when the eggs get too, or when the sac gets too warm, or if they get too warm, then they will protrude the egg sac out of their back end and cool it off. And then when it's fine, then they will bring it back in. I find that pretty cool. I think bugs are cool. And then I have superworms and crickets, and then mealworms. I have mealworms. But mealworms turn into beetles. They turn into darkling beetles, and their substrate is oatmeal. So these are the darkling beetles. This is what they look like when they get older, or when they're like mature after they turn from mealworms into the beetles. And then these beetles will mate, and then they will have babies. And then, of course, we've got their water and chowl. Chowl? Wow. These are some of the smaller mealworms here. And I was going to see if I can find what it looks like when they pupate. I don't see any that are pupating right now. Well, yeah. Yeah, so they start out, the mealworms start out like super, super, super tiny, like microscopic. Not really microscopic, but they are really, really tiny. And then they obviously grow. Let me see if I can find, hold on. Let me see what I can do. Oh, sorry, y'all. Ouch. Just knocked the heater over. Good thing these heaters turn off if you knock them over. So the Cheerios, they also eat. They eat grains. So let me see. Well, here's just some bigger ones. This is when they are like, they grow pretty big. They don't grow as big as the superworms, and I'll show you a superworm in just a minute. Oh, here's some babies. Here's a baby. Just dumped them in the water. So their water is water crystals. So here's a baby. I mean, they get like even smaller than that. They start out like super tiny. Super, super tiny. So like that's a really small one, and then they get bigger and bigger, and then they turn into the beetles. Let me see if I can find... Oh, here's one. So this is a small larvae, I guess you would call it. Well, no, that's the larvae stage is when they're like the actual mealworms, I believe. This is the pupa. This is what they turn into before they turn into beetles. And they do move. I'm gonna try and... Well, it's not going to move right now, but they can move inside of there. So I do put some egg crates in there, just for them to kind of, you know, whatever. And yeah, so they get water crystals, because if you put water in there that's not water crystals, they will drown. So you have to put something like paper towel, wet paper towels, which the wet paper towels get moldy fast, so we don't use those. So I use water crystals, and the water crystals I get from Dubia.com. They come in pouches like this, and they're tiny, tiny little water crystals, and you just put them in a container, and you add the water to it, and they expand, and they are water. You sure it ain't dead? Because that thing... I promise you. I want to find one. Maybe there's one in here that will move. I promise you it wasn't dead. You have to, like, hold it a certain way for it to move. And of course, look at that little baby one in there in the water. Most of them already hatched, so sorry. But that is the different stages of a mealworm. Oh, and then I'll show you the size difference between a superworm and a mealworm. So you just saw the mealworms, which were like that long and like probably like, I don't even know the measurement, but they're super, super thin. And then I will show you a superworm. Those are superworms. They are ginormous, and these things do bite. So I do not like to handle them. Yeah. The biggest bug of the mealworms is the beetle. Those are darkling beetles. And the mealworms turn into darkling beetles too, but they are a different type of darkling beetle, and those are a lot bigger. And like the mealworm beetles only have like 2 segments, and then the superworm darkling beetles have like their head and then a very long body. Have you gotten bit by a superworm? Yes. It's not like the end of the world, but it doesn't feel good. It immediately makes you jump. And I would prefer to not get bit. So, yeah. And then I just went and got some crickets today. And they're in here with a little bit of stuff. I've got to get an actual setup for them. Because this is not gonna work. but it's what I have for right now. But I needed some crickets for my leopard gecko, so I said, let me go ahead and put them in there. Crickets are really, really hard to keep. They're really, I mean, not to keep, but to breed, because they die really easily. The lifespan of these types of crickets, and I believe it's most crickets like this, is like 3 weeks. From like baby stage to adult, it's like 3 weeks. I could be exaggerating a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's close to that. So that's the bugs. That's the bugs, the bug wall. And then this is what the crystals look like. The water crystals. That's what they look like when you put water in them. What's the biggest cockroach you have? So, like I said, I only have Dubia roaches. And the biggest one, I mean, there's a ton of big ones. Like, the breeding ones are the biggest they get. But like I said, some of them, and I'm sorry I'm moving around a lot. If that's making you nauseous, I do apologize. I want to try to sit you here. I don't have a tripod anymore. Nope, that's not going to work. You're just going to have to sit here for a second. Oh, Lord, and then look at that stuff. Okay, so let me do this. Let me grab... Okay, so let me grab a few of them. And I will show you, but let me put them in here. Hold on. Go ahead, Mama. Nope, get over there. Nope, don't go up my sleeve. When they walk, it's ridiculous. The way they sound, it's like... I'm trying to find one of the really big females. Let me get a male real quick too. Nope, don't go up my sleeve. Hold on. It's going up my sleeve. No, sir. Get down. Give me a second and I'll try and... I think this is a decent size. I think these are all about the same size, but give me a second. Oh, here's a smaller one. This actually shows... Ouch, there's a box there. This actually shows the size comparisons a lot better. Well, hold on. I gotta get my plants out of the way. I don't know what gyat means. My nephew knows what that means. My boyfriend probably knows what that means. I don't know what that means. So here is a shorter female. That's a like breeding female. And then let me get that bigger one. Is that the one? Let me see. Nope, this is the shorter one. Sorry. The shorter one is like panicking. No, this is the... I'm going to try to show you. Okay. So do you see how the size difference? The one on the left is shorter and wider. And then the one on the right is longer and thinner. And they have the really short wings. And then this is the male. The males are a lot harder for me to hold. The males are a lot harder to hold because one, they will jump and glide off of you. And they're a lot faster, in my opinion. So I want to try and hold this and try and keep it from jumping. Don't jump. Don't jump. Go. Go on that hand. Don't panic. Okay, there you go. And that's a male. See how it's got the wings? Very, very fast. So that's that. You said they look delicious. That makes me giggle. Okay, hold on. Let me put these back. All right, babies. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put this back. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Would you do it? Wait, what? Would you do it? Are you asking what would I do if it flew away? Is that what you're asking? Because they can't fly. Even though they have wings, they can't fly. They can't like fly to a destination. They can just jump from a higher point and open their wings and glide down to land wherever they land. They don't have a way to like fly. I mean, they do have a way to fly, but their wings don't go up and down. They just go straight out. So there's no way that they can like catch air. Their wings just come straight out to the side and they just glide when they jump out. So, yeah. There's that. I was trying to think if there was anything else over there, but I don't know. So that's the biggest ones that there are. And then, yeah, they eat dubia chow. And, yeah, the dubia chow, I cannot remember everything that's in it. What would I do if it did fly away? Like, if they could fly, what would I do if it flew away? Well, let me just say that is one reason why I don't like, other kinds of roaches that can fly. Because, no, I don't mind them, like, from afar. But, nope, I don't want, nope, So, if it flew, okay, so, you're bored. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Cool, no worries. That was bum. Anyhow. I'm stuff on my phone. But I'm going to move to my plants now. Okay? So that's cool. Well, what will make you not bored? I mean, it's the title is my plants and my dubia roaches. So, anyway, so I'm going to move to my plants now. So, I've got a bunch of pieces that I have cut off and put into like little pots, whatever you want to call them. I am by no means a good... I didn't see no title. I'm just scrolling. Oh, okay. No worries. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. Okay, cool. But I'm not really, like, I don't have a green thumb at all, so I tried to find some plants that, like, I could not really kill. So, at my office, they had a bunch of pothos, and, inside, so it worked out. Another one, thank you for your information about the roaches in the super, whatever. You're welcome. Come back if you ever want to see more. I have my other channel, and that's got animals, and right now, like I said, it's mainly just updates on their sicknesses that they have. But yeah. And it's, I'm trying to remember if I'd called it Adventures with Brandy. I think it's Animal Adventures with Brandy. I'm almost positive that's what it is. Anywho, back to the plants. So the pothos, I brought some cuttings from work, and I have been growing them, and I had them all over the place. And then this is a bunch of succulents from succulent plants and gifts that I had gotten, and I've just kind of, or like as gifts, and I've just kind of snipped some and put them in little things to regrow. I just put those in. Yes, I know what adios amigos means. I know a little bit of Spanish. But adios. So, yeah. So I've put some succulents in there. This one is growing. This is like an older little vase type thing. This is my hippo. Hippos and possums are my favorite animals, and this was a gift from my boyfriend. It originally had this succulent in it, but this one had started to outgrow it, so I put some clippings of this succulent in there today, and let it grow. This is a pothos that is going to be growing or starting to sprout there. And so I've just kind of been messing with them and repotting some of them. And then this one up here, I've got strings up here because I keep this one hanging up, and when they get really long, I just kind of string them along the strings. So I'm going to put some up here. And yep. So that's that. There's not much else to it. I'm pretty frustrated though, because where we live, we are surrounded by cow pastures. Literally everything around us is cow pastures. And so it's a ton of land, and our house pretty much sits in the middle. Not pretty much, it does sit in the middle of it. And so it's also a house built in 1850. So it's very old, and again, where we live, we get mice. We have cats and dog, and well, we have one dog left. Our senior dog passed away recently. But we have 3 cats and a dog, and the cats keep the mice away inside the main house. Now I don't let them, I try my hardest to keep them from killing them, because I also was a wildlife rehabber for a few years and still try and help on occasion. And mice, I love mice, so I love all animals, and I don't want any of them to die. So if I can save them, I will save them. But anyways, the mice are free to come in here all they want. But recently, them little boogers, I don't know how many there are, but they have been getting into my plants and eating my plants. So I'm not happy about that. I came in here this morning, and a bunch of my succulents had pieces bitten off. Sorry, the lighting sucks, but, yeah. And then, like, sorry, that was my tweezers. That one, has been bitten off. So I was like, that darn mousy mouse. And they get into my egg crates that I use for my dubias and my mealworms and my bugs. The mice are getting into there. I'm like, can you not? Can you not? Can you just leave it alone? But they're like, hey, we get food, free food and water in here, and free shelter. So I don't mind. I just want them to leave my plants alone. And they can have some bugs. They can have bugs. There's plenty of bugs to go around. But yeah. So that's about it. Yeah. If anybody is, we have one person left. One person. We started out with like 5. And now we have 1. I don't even know who that, oh my God, now we have none. Oh, and we have 1 again. Sorry, I'm just sitting here going back and forth saying, we have 0 viewers. We have 1 viewer. We have 2. We have 0. Okay. That is all for tonight, I think. If you want to see more about the dubias and learn more about the dubias and the mealworms and the superworms and the crickets, and see my plants. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. That one right there. That one's my Christmas tree. So since we have 3 cats, 2 of them are insane and don't listen when I say don't mess with the Christmas tree. So we can't have a Christmas tree inside the house. We can only have this little guy here, which is real. And I bought this one for Christmas this year and just kind of set it up on the mantle because this is non-toxic to cats. So that's good. But she did keep messing with it. Callie did. She kept messing with it and trying to knock it over. And so I said, we're just going to bring it in the sunroom. And tomorrow I'm going to go out to the cellar or the plant house and get a bigger pot and repot it. Because it's going to get pretty big. These things apparently can get like 20 to 30 feet tall or something like that. 15 to 20 feet tall. I can't remember. But look, it's so cute. This is why it was my Christmas tree. This is how it came. Isn't that cute? So I just kind of have left it out facing like that. But yeah, so obviously in the sunroom, it's great to have my plants out here. It is not temperature controlled. But that's why I have the heater that does it for me. And obviously the natural light is great. And I can open these windows in the summer and spring, which is great. So I love that. But anyways, okay. I'm going to go. I need to finish putting all this stuff up, get my plants back together, and finish repotting them so that I can put them back up there, and then put all this other stuff away. And then I am finally going to go relax because I've been going nonstop all day today. My ADHD was like, hey, just, water the bugs and give them fresh food. Because on occasion, I also give them fresh fruits and vegetables. Mainly vegetables. But I don't have any today. So I just refilled them with their Dubia chow and their water. And I was like, okay, I'm almost done. I told my boyfriend, I was like, I'll be out in a minute. And then I turned around and I saw that my plants needed to be watered. And so I was like, oh no. And so I started to water them and I was like, oh no, this one's getting root bound. So we're going to have to take this out and put it in a different pot. And then I walked over here and I saw all my other ones that needed to maybe be messed with. And well, that's what I started to do. And then I was like, let's go live on YouTube and just kind of talk about all this stuff because I was kind of you know, cool. No, let me see how that happened. So now I've got to get off of here so that I can finish this stuff. Because I would like to go sit down because my feet are killing me. Anyways. What? Oh my gosh. I thought that was a dubia inside of my thing, but it wasn't. Okay. All right. I hope everybody has a great day or a great night, whatever time it is. It's dark. It's 8:49 p.m. here. Okay. So I'm going to go now. Okay, bye.